Alright guys, we are at a Lennox unit. So this house, the so-called experts told this elderly retired lady that her ductwork was falling all over the place, hanging all over the place. Obviously she can't get under here. It was just sagging and laying all over the ground. It needed to be all redone, and that her system was full of growth and needed air scrubbers and UV lights and all that good stuff. Now I am going to post a video in about a week, or maybe this weekend, I don't know, coming soon, of me installing a UV light on the system and how to do it. That particular homeowner asked for it. We don't push that kind of stuff. If you see a need for it, but we don't, unlike some companies that will go out there and make commissions on it and try to sell you stuff and get big spiffs. We don't. That's not our way of doing things. If there's a need for it, yeah. If there's not, then there's not. But my first concern is the evaporator coil. She needs a UV lamp in here. So if you look right here, we'll get some light in there. This is the mastic paint from the original install, which tells me if they've been doing her maintenance, they haven't been opening this up to clean the coil. What a shame. There is a media filter over here. We will check that real quick. Let's check this media filter. So it was changed. Oh gosh, so they were just here on the 11th. So it's only been a few days. So they did change the media filter, which, if I'm not mistaken, from when I used to work there, they charge about 2.5 times what everybody else, 3 times what everybody else charges for a filter. So, I mean, it is dusty in there. Maybe she gets her ductwork cleaned at this point. That would probably be my recommendation, maybe. But that means this filter's been working good, because everything on this side appears to be clean. So a good media filter, I've got no problem with that. They do serve a good purpose, but charging somebody $200 and some to replace a filter, I'm just going by recollection from when I was working there, the same company that I'm running behind now. I worked there in the 2007, 2007, 8, 9, and 10. So then I came where I'm at now. But they didn't open this filter, this coil up. That's for sure. It's still sealed, so I guess I'm going to find a way to get in there. I don't want to unseal it myself, but I don't know how you can look in there and say it's all full of mildew and growth if you didn't open it up. So let me see if I can get some kind of an access to peek in there. So I was able to come over here and unseal it on this side. Kept that with a razor and took a couple of screws out. I'm not going to pull this whole door out right now because I don't want to break that whole seal. But in theory, this should have been made accessible by now, or been opened up once or twice, because if they're charging her to come out and do a cleaning, which is a little bit of, there's a dog out there barking. There's a little bit of mildew down in the drain pan across the bottom there by where the drain line comes in at. But if if you're coming out twice a year and doing the maintenance, that should be clean, because when we do a maintenance, we open the coil and we wipe down and spray down the coil in the drain pan. Throw some algae tablets in it. So the reason she's having that little bit of, little stuff down there in the drain pan is because the people that have been doing their maintenance haven't been doing their maintenance properly. And now they want to sell her a air scrubber to make up for it. Ain't that sweet? So, as far as all her ductwork hanging all over the place and laying all over the ground, I've yet to see that. She does have a dehumidifier over there for the crawl space. Everything right now appears to be strapped up that I can see. I'll mosey around a little bit and look, but that's the lowest one I'm seeing to the ground, and it's strapped all the way back over there where it runs to. Everything over there is strapped up. Now here is a strap that's come loose. There's the staples for it. It just came loose, just needs to be reattached, right? Of course, if they used, well, I guess back in the day they probably just used the staples. This is when it went up here somewhere, unless they jerked it down to take a picture of it and show it to her. I don't know. I mean, it's still way up off the ground. It won't. I mean, I can get under there easy. It's not like it's hanging on the ground. I think I saw a screw over there on top of that furnace. I'll come back over here and strap this up for her. I ain't gonna make a big deal out of trying to collect $500 for hanging up a piece of ductwork, but nothing over here is hanging on the ground. Everything over there is up. Everything back there is up. Everything at that end of the house, nothing was hanging on the ground. Let me see if I got a screw laying over here somewhere, and I'll hang that back up for her. Alright, so I was able to find a little screw over there. And I'm going to hang this back up for her, because it's not really that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. It's a show of goodwill. Kind of, sort of. So I have restrapped it. Let me find another one, put two in it just in case, but hung that back up for her. And that was the lowest hanging fruit that I saw. So anyway, that's what happens, guys. You get companies that'll, especially when they're commission based. I mean, I'll quote her a germicidal lamp to put in there if she wants to think about it. They were trying to lease her one. $35 a month. Gonna lease. And they also lease equipment now. They'll come out and they'll get you on you'll pay $110 a month for like 20 years. By the time you finance your $14,000 system and you get it paid off, you've paid $22,000, $23,000 for it. It's unreal what companies do now. You just make that interest, make those payments. They'll lease you a UV light. Lease a UV light. This is what they told her. $35 a month. What a joke. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna give her a quote for a germicidal lamp that she can actually pay for and own outright. Probably be half what they were quoting for it if they wanted to finance it. And she'll be much better off if she chooses to do that than finance a damn UV light. Jesus. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll see you on the other side.